Coming up here, the Nightmares with, looks like Chick Donovan is going to serve as their manager today, too. They step up onto the ring apron, and referee Jerry Calhoun making his way in. And here come the opponents. This will be an expiration of time match. Team with the most falls to their credit when the time expires will be the winners of the match. Introducing at a total weight of 424 pounds. With their manager, Chick Donovan, the Nightmares. And going against them, total weight 456 pounds, from Pensacola, Florida, Robert Gibson. And from Oil Trough, Texas, Dutch Mantell. This will be to the expiration of time. Jerry Calhoun, referee.
The Dutchman taking Rick's place in there, and he'll be starting out against Nightmare number 2. Referee Jerry Calhoun says, ring it. Here we go. Off and running on an expiration of time match. We've pointed out so often. On this expiration of time match, it is the team with the most falls. When we run out of time, we still got lots of action time left today, Dave, and that's great because we've got a good pairing in here. Chick Donovan, the vice president of the family, taking over in the corner in the last 2 matches. Half crab, but the Nightmare pulled out away where Dutch can't really get the kind of pressure on him that he needed to as he stepped out. The ideal thing on that half crab or on a full Boston crab is to be all the way back up where you're sitting down on the lower part of the spine. Robert Gibson covers up. 1 count, and he's out of it.
Oh, Nightmare spinning around in the air. Robert slammed him, covers. Got a count of 1 is all he got. Dutch Mantell, substitution to repeat for Rick Gibson. Rick sustained a cut in the brawl a little bit earlier. He's going to check to see if he needs stitches in it. So Dutch Mantell agreed to step in as Robert Gibson's partner in the match.
My golly, which brawl? We've already had 2 of them, and it's not over with yet, Dave.
Yeah.
Robert Gibson in, a tag out to the Dutchman, and whoa, Dutch grabbed him, held him up. In the air, atomic knee drop, drops him down, and there's a tag before the Nightmare number 2 hits the deck. As the Dutchman dropped him right straight down on that knee, caught him on that spine, and now Nightmare number 1 in. Dutch with a arm on the Nightmare, and Chick Donovan is going to have to do a little more inspirational guidance in the corner as the Golden Boys team of the Nightmares not doing too well right at the moment. Tag on Robert Gibson, and he comes out of it. Yeah, better pay attention in there, Chick. You can't afford to take your eyes off the ring. Arm bar from Robert Gibson on the Nightmare. Robert around, beautiful. Hooked that arm and nailed him right over and down. And Robert looks like he really was banged up under that right eye, Dave. I noticed a severe bruise in there that he sustained in one of those brawls.
Yeah, it's he had to go get it looked at. I don't know whether he's going to need stitches or what, but that's the reason the Dutchman is in here. Boy, what a partner, what a substitute to have for Robert Gibson.
Look at that. Reversal on a whip, and while that arm drag took him right over and down. A beauty. Dutch hooks up tight on that arm, too. He really had it down. Moves up now, steps over, and bends it back right at the shoulder.
Sounds like Donovan is calling plays down here from time to time. Just before that, I heard him yell at one of the Nightmares, 912, 912. I don't know what 912 was, but it didn't work out well for the team.
Big shoulder from Dutch. He takes on the Nightmare again. Bars up on that arm. Referee Jerry Calhoun started the count. The shoulder came up. And down he goes. Nightmare number 2.
Coming up on the 4-minute mark, but this is the first fall of an expiration of time match. As long as we have time, we're going to have wrestling action for you.
In case you missed it a little earlier today, in a wild and woolly affair that really ended up in a brawl right at the end with not just the 4 participants involved. It was a studio full of action in here, but the Japanese team of Fuchi and Anita
Watch him in his last
became the AWA Southern Tag Champ in kind of a clouded victory. I say that in the event that because there were so many people involved in it. Robert underneath that elbow and comes right up with it. Good speed for the bigger of the Gibson brothers. Dutch glanced one in the back. He had taken a tag from the Gibsons, and the Nightmare hadn't let go of Robert. And Dutch got him down. Oh, Dutch going for the mask, and the referee saying, keep your hands off of it.
Vice President Donovan there making sure the mask is still intact. It is.
Notice Nightmare number 2 started to tag outside the ring here. The referee was standing and said, no. So he had to hop back up in the ring and take the tag, which he did. Nightmare number 1, a little hair, I believe, helped him get Dutch off his feet.
No doubt about it. He had the wrist lock, but the hair is what did it.
Dutch kicked out of it, and they're back to the center of the ring again. Tag on Robert Gibson. First ball of action in this expiration of time, and we're approaching the 6-minute mark. So the Gibsons and the Nightmares, not the Gibsons, with Dutch Mantell and Robert Gibson, initially scheduled to be the Gibsons, but as we said, Rick got busted up and had to go have his face looked after. Robert with a Nightmare down, holding on to a side headlock on the mat. Referee trying to watch both Dutch and the other Nightmare, plus the action in the middle. It's not easy.
No, plus the Nightmare number 1, the one who's in here, pulling hair freely. Drop kick. Wasn't the greatest drop kick I've ever seen, but it did the job. Got the Nightmare off his feet down to the mat.
Boom. Big knee right to the midsection. Dutch puts him down, too. The Nightmare takes a count of 2. Dutch unable to hold him for that third count, and there's the tag. As Dutch went for that mask. Gets to the corner, and now a little conversation between Golden Boy in the corner managing and the Nightmare number 1. It is Mantell and number 2 going at it. Woo! He wailed him, and Dutch fires back. Tag on Robert Gibson. It's an interesting day. We saw, actually, from the inception of his professional career, to watch Robert improve in his talents and also to fill out. He's got great height anyhow, and he really is filled out, and he is a formidable opponent for anybody in the business right now.
I was thinking a few minutes ago when he ducked under on one of those elbows of the Nightmares. There's shoulders down. Robert trying to hold him there. Count of 1 is all he gets. I was thinking when he ducked under that elbow off the ropes a few minutes ago, how far he has come in experience and anticipation to be able to make that kind of move.
Nightmare number 2 in with Dutch. He whips him into the rope. Woo, and he clotheslined him. This could be one. I don't think he got it.
Only a 2 count. Yeah. 8.5 minutes gone, first fall action, and it has been action.
Robert, big body slam, drops with the lower leg, and again the Nightmare number 1 zips in and out of there, enough to break up the 3 count.
We're coming up on the 9-minute mark now.
And
Mantell. Shoulders down, count of 2. I think he had him had it not been for that other Nightmare.
Yeah, that's the 3rd time that he has broken up the count When his partner was in trouble, we're referring to Nightmare number 1. On the rope. Big forearm rattling Dutch Mantell. Tag out on number 1 rather. Whip. Backdrop. There's a cover. 1, 2, and Dutch gets out of it. This is the first fall of action of our expiration time tag match. The Nightmare is going against Robert Gibson and Dutch Mantell, who is in the ring with Nightmare number 1 at the moment. If you weren't here earlier, you missed Jerry Lawler and friends tar and feathering Jimmy Hart. They really covered him up.
Plenty of the feathers still around.
Yeah, got lots of evidence of it all over. Nice, all the way. Beautiful sunset flip. The Dutch was busted by Nightmare number 1.
And that's 4 times Nightmare number 1 has prevented his partner from being pinned. We're 10.5 minutes into the action. A long first fall underway. Expiration of time match.
Yeah, we still have time, as a matter of fact.
2 count.
Pretty good amount of time. Nightmare number 2 was trying to set himself for a suplex, but Dutch kept driving on him. He broke up that effort. And again, you see him. You see Dutch blocking. And Dutch, successful, snaps him over. Robert saying, pin him, pin him, pin him. Dutch a little stunned from the previous action and hit that deck pretty hard himself on that suplex. Here's Robert.
Oh, Robert thrown through the ropes down on the floor.
Boy, he was pounding down there. Referee coming around to break up the other Nightmare. And Golden Boy Chick Donovan nailing Robert with that cane. As the referee was setting Nightmare number 1 back through the ring. Robert taking over. Driving slammer. Robert covered. 2, 3, got him.
Nightmare pulling him over the rope. He was going to slam him. Robert kept it rolling. Reversed it. Got the pin and the win in the first fall. 12:03.